Hello, my name is Sadler from Dent Remover and welcome along to another Paintless Dent Removal video. Today's repair is on a Mini Countryman rear quarter panel. 4 dents in total, 1 main one at the top and 3 at the bottom. I'll be showing you how we access the dent from behind, then we'll go briefly into estimating the dent before we repair it, and then we'll be showing you the repair in depth. So let's go and take a look at the damage. Okay, so our customer has this vehicle on a lease term and it's due to go back soon. This dent would definitely get picked up on an inspection and the customer would get billed quite a lot of money for this. Some lease companies will allow you to get away with the odd dent on the vehicle, and this is usually about 10mm dent, nothing larger. Because there is also 3 other little dents to this panel, it would definitely be charged as a full panel repair and paint. Next up, we'll give a panel a good clean and then we'll pull it into the workshop. What I need to do next is figure out how I'm going to get to the back of these dents, because these quarter panels inside are quite heavily braced to give the vehicle its strength. Also, you might have a lot of electronics in this area, such as multimedia systems and sat-nav ECUs, but on this Mini we just need to take the rear lamp unit out, which is quite easy. It's just 4 8mm nuts to unscrew, unplug the electrical connection and then carefully lift out the light. And now, because this is all out the way, I've got super access to the rear of these dents. So that's the access issue sorted. Now let's take a look at what we need to repair. And I'll mark the damage up as if I was making an estimate for our customer, just to show you what's involved. One of the main factors in estimating a dent is to see how big it is, so we need to measure it. From here we can clearly see that it's 50mm in diameter. So we can clearly see that the damage is 50mm. We now need to look at the centre of the damage and the surrounding area. If we look closely at the damage, we can see it's not a normal round dent. It's actually got a crease in the centre, and creases like this are quite tricky to repair. And then the last thing to look at is the outer edges, and we have 2 crowned areas. These hold a lot of pressure from the impact and will have to be carefully tapped down whilst lifting the centre up. So now we have all the information we need on the main dent. Let's look at the others. Using the lined inspection board, we can clearly see there's 3 dents. And if we get our magnetic ruler out, we can see them measuring approximately 1cm each. All 3 are very easy to repair, but this last one has got some paint damage and it's actually gone rusty in the centre. Okay, so now we've estimated damage for our customer. Customer's happy with the price, let's go and repair it. For a bit of leverage with my tool, I'm going to use this block of wood. Adjust my line board into a nice position, and then get the dent all nice and warm. I'm using a screw-on tip bar to repair this dent, and the screw tip I'm using is a large rubber ball. This will help me lift a lot of the damage quickly without stretching the dent or cracking the paintwork. And once I've had a couple of pushes from the centre of the damage, I'll then tap around the edges to lower the crown slightly. Once I've minimised the area into a smaller dent, I'll change the tip from the large rubber ball to a medium tip with a plastic push-on cap, and by doing this helps me lift the dent up with a bit more precision. So by speeding the video up, you can see how the panel's flexing when we're pushing, tapping down and using a heat gun, and it shows you the strength of the panel. At this point in the repair, I'll have changed my tip on the end of the bar from the medium tip to the plastic bullet tip. And this is because I need to pick out all those little bits that we can still see. Okay, I'm nearly there now on this first dent. We're just looking, we've got some really tiny little lows around here. And that's pretty much where the impact was. There's a little line there, and that's the only part really that we need to do. Okay, so to finish this repair, I need to change the tips on the end of my bar. I need to go from the plastic bullet tip to a super sharp metal tip. This tool tip is extremely sharp, it's almost like a needle, so you have to go really careful behind the panel, otherwise you'll end up cracking the paintwork. When repairing any kind of damage, you need to cross-check it. You need to work the dent from both angles. If you don't do this, you're going to miss areas of the dent, and this is when you get ripples. Okay, that's the large dent done. We just need to polish it up at the end. Let's go and do the 3 smaller dents. These 3 dents are quite simple for me to repair because I'm already in there with my bar and I can get really good access to the back of them. Okay, that's it. Just the final checks to do. Cross-checking the repair with the inspection board and the workshop lighting. The final inspection will be done outside with natural reflection. What I'm going to show you now is the raw repair. I still need to polish this panel, and what we're doing is we're using the lighting to find any kind of imperfections. And if there is any imperfections, because I haven't already fitted it up, I can go back in there and give it a final tweak. But I'm very happy with this repair, so I just need to polish it up. Okay, so just before we have a look at the finished results on this Mini, I'd really like to say a big thank you for watching the video so far. And if you do like my videos, please like, share and subscribe. Help my channel grow. If you've got any comments at all, just leave them below and I'll reply to them. But for now, thank you very much and see you soon.